Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are starting an After the Pen video where I am going to take you along with me each day as I fill in my planner and talk about what I need to do, what gets done, and what does not get done. So if you saw this spread, I recently added additional weekday headers from Planner Kate over here, and I also have a bunch of Planner Kate stickers in my hand because I was trying to decide what I wanted to use for the today boxes. I'm like, do I put them here? I think that these look cute. I love these. These are the Jen Plans font. I don't know. I can't decide. I wonder if this is too much purple. Maybe we save those because I have so many of these. So let's put these right here. Those look cute. And then this will kind of give me those little headings. I think this might be a retired sticker. I'm not entirely sure. Or it might be on sale, like soon to be retired. All right. So whoops, that one down crooked. And now we're ready to fill in some things that are going on this week. Oops, I didn't realize how far over I was. Okay, so today is Monday. Today is payday. So I am actually going to take a payday sticker, but I don't necessarily want it like right there. So we're going to put it right over here so that I can mark down when I update my budget. And then I did laundry yesterday, but you know what? I didn't fold it. So we've got to do that. So I'm just going to write put away laundry. That's on my list. I was just too tired last night. Today at 11 a.m., this sticker book by Castatic Plans for the Love of Books is releasing. So I'm going to write Cass release 11 a.m. I need to clean out my refrigerator today. Just kind of get rid of food that doesn't need to be in there anymore. Clean out fridge. I also still have the dog that I'm dog sitting, but she's supposed to go back home tonight after work. So once she leaves, I want to mop my floors. I've been wiping down her paws when she comes in each day, which she's used to with like not a dish towel, but you know, one of those kinds of towels. She's used to that because that's what her parents do at home. But I feel like because my house is kind of is a no shoe house, it'll just be good to sort of do a full cleaning once this sweet little face that's sound asleep over here on my desk next to me is gone. Then I have Zoom calls this week with patrons that I need to schedule. Schedule Zooms. And I'd also like to get a workout in today. My goal is 10 for the month, and today is the 5th, and I haven't yet. So I'd like to do that. Now, sometimes things change a little bit in my planner from when I originally did a spread. So let me first put down a reading sticker because right now I am reading and should finish today Atomic Habits, which I can't believe it's taken me this long to read. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend. Atomic Habits. Okay, now Tuesday, I have 2 Zoom calls, but also Tuesday is a new release by Frida McFadden, who's one of my favorite authors. So I'm just bending down because I want to grab a purple sticker because I really want this to be in my planner. So we're going to go for maybe this size so I'm not losing too much function. That's not the right color. This is the right color because I definitely want to write the zooms in here, but I think this should be good if I just cover up 2 of these. So we're just going to use some correction tape. Whatever correction tape I use is what I grab from my drawer. So this is the Papermate Dryline Ultra, which is my favorite. However, it's no longer available, but I guess I had a little one. I've been using the Tombow Mono. I also have an Amazon one. So yeah, that's how I choose correction tape, whatever is first up in my drawer when I open it. All right, over here, we're going to write the teacher releases. Okay, cute. Now, what else is happening this week? I'm supposed to have dinner plans Wednesday. I'm supposed to have another Zoom on Thursday. If you've watched my After the Pen videos, you will know, oh, I'm supposed to have my niece for a sleepover Friday. I tend to not write my plans much in advance in my planner because every time I do, without failure, they get canceled. So as an example, last week, I was supposed to have my niece Saturday night. That didn't happen. I was supposed to hang out with a friend Saturday. That didn't happen. I was supposed to go out for dinner Sunday night. That didn't happen. I'm not the one who canceled any of those plans. So anyway, what I'm saying is I typically don't write it in my planner until I'm pretty confident that it's going to happen because I just don't love covering things up. So anyway, this is my list for today. We do have some releases coming up this week, like Friday is a Hell of a Plan release. And I'll write release 11 a.m. There's also a Live Love Posh release. I think it's Friday, it might be Saturday, so I have to double check before I write it down. And then I wanted to do gratitude over here, or maybe we'll do some journaling. I'm not really sure yet. But anyway, I don't think I've done an After the Pen video in quite a bit, so I figured we would do it this week. I am going to, let's see what time it is. I'll tell you what my morning looks like. It is 8:30, so I'm going to close this. I'm going to look at my other planners, my goals, set my goals for the week. I haven't done that yet, and update my budget. And if there's time, I will start to put away my laundry as well before my actual workday begins. So I will check in with you tomorrow. Oops. Okay, I am back. It is Tuesday, and yesterday was pretty productive. I have some changes to make though, because I didn't exercise. There were two things that took up time that I didn't, and I don't want to say I didn't know. So I have this big project I've been working on, and actually as soon as I finished filming the first clip for this video, I was like, oh, I didn't write that in the planner. So we're going to do this project. And that took probably about 90 minutes yesterday. I also ended up driving Abby home, which took an hour and 45 minutes total round trip. So that was like 3 hours of my day. That's just estimated math, but exercising didn't happen. I'm not even going to write it today because I know it's not going to happen, but I will write it down for tomorrow. Today is going to be a marathon. I have an appointment with Terminex. I have a meeting for this project and work to do for this project. I have my full work day and I have 2 Zooms after work. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a rough one. I enjoy my Zooms with patrons. I absolutely do. I think that just everything on top of it is all going to be a lot. And of course, I didn't make things easier on myself. I woke up at 6:30 this morning. I filmed 2 videos before we're even doing this because Terminex could be coming between 8 and 10 and I just don't know. So it's going to be a little bit hectic, but I have things I need to do for my taxes. So I'm going to write tax forms. I don't even think I'm going to get to read this book today, but that's okay. It'll be a treat for getting through a marathon type of day. So tax forms, what else is on my list? I actually made a brain dump yesterday. So let me see here what I can do because I don't think I'm going to be able to film anything else today. I have to be really mindful about how many videos I get done during busy days, especially ones that have Zooms. So I have tax forms that I need to submit, but I also have to calculate my medical. So I'm going to write 2023 medical. I need to go through, I was thinking of going through all of my bank statements and credit card statements to see where I paid doctor's offices, but then my mom had the idea to look at the portals. So I have to see if I have access to I really only have like 3 or 4 doctors to look at those portals because maybe that's the best thing to do. And then I have to take out my trash. Okay, so then we're going to write Zooms. And technically I have 3 because this project meeting is a Zoom call, but I'm really just going to write down the post-work Zooms. I know that one of them is, okay, we have 6 p.m. So Darla's one-on-one call is at 6 p.m. And we have a group budget Zoom for Patreon at 8 p.m. Last night when I got home from bringing Abby home, I did start reading None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell because I have it on loan from the library and it's due Thursday or Friday. So I think I have to finish reading that before I'm going to let myself read The Teacher, but it may just be my treat to myself. And now I just have to decide how I want to spend this morning because it is 8:26 right now. Terminex is not here yet. I technically have 34 minutes before my workday begins. Part of me just wants to sit and read for a few minutes. Part of me knows that if I can start to go get one of these things done, I can't take out my trash yet, but if I can get some of this stuff done, it'll make me feel better throughout the day as the day gets crazier that I don't have to do any of these because they're already done. So even though I don't want to sit in front of my computer longer than I have to today, I think that it's just going to be one of those days where it is necessary. So today will likely be a 14-hour day in my office. And maybe if I can get these done, then after work and before my 6 o'clock Zoom, I can read for a little bit. So we're going to use reading as a reward this week and get to the things that need to get done. So that said, I am going to turn this camera off and get to work, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Hello, hello. It is Wednesday morning, and I already exercised. I did it, and I got through everything on my list yesterday. I feel like there was so much more on my list than I really had room to put in my planner. So my Moxie Life horizontal came in really handy because I was able to get excuse me, all of my list stuff done in all the different categories. It was a nonstop day from like 6:45 till about 9:15 at night. And I'm a little froggy this morning, but we're good. I'm ready for the day. So where do we start? Okay. I have plans tonight, so that means I need to leave like shortly after my workday ends, so I don't have a ton of time this morning. I also kind of make it a rule for myself that after the night after Patreon or the morning after Patreon Zooms, I don't get up too early to film videos because like I have to give myself a little bit of a break because I didn't get as much of a rest last night. So we're going to kind of take it easy today and make my to-do list really manageable. It's back to my word of the year of intentional, knowing what I have the energy for and knowing what I have the time for. So one of the things I'll have to do today is bring in trash bin. I don't always remember to do that, so I have to put it in my planner. But bring in trash bin. And then I need to set up my reading journal for the month of February. I haven't done it yet, and I'm about to finish my second February book, and I don't have my February reading journal set up. So I'm just going to write February RJ for that. Then I have to do things for this project. So I'm just going to note project on here. And then I'm looking around my desk. Let's look at what I didn't get done yesterday, if anything from my list in my Moxie life. The only thing I didn't get done from my list is graphics for the Live Love Posh release on Friday. So I'm going to write that down. Again, going really easy on my list here. Most of what I'm writing down is stuff that I can do at my desk, aside from the exercise that I already did. We need to update my budget planner. For some people, this, oh my goodness, I'm gonna try some water. Okay. Excuse me. For some people, this list may not be impressive because I'm just kind of writing update my planners, but sometimes if you don't write it down, it's not going to happen. And so it's just one of those things that I have to really try. Now, another thing that I've been sort of, I don't want to say putting off, but in January, I got an Ipsy bag and I was like, why did I do this? I did this like so many years ago. I don't need that. And so I thought I canceled it, but then I got charged for February. And when I went to log in to cancel it or see what happened, it said that there wasn't an active subscription. So I just need to look into it and see what's going on. It's possible that I didn't cancel it in time. So I just need to check into, I'm just going to write Ipsy with a question mark. Okay, tonight's plan, I don't know that I'm going to write in until I know that it happens because my plans always change. And then I'm just going to pull out Thursday or the second half of the week. On Friday, there is a Live Love Posh release. Oh, today there's also a Planner Kate release. Live Love Posh is at 2 p.m. Usually when I announce releases, I announce them at the time zone of the company. Like Plan, I always say 10 a.m. Central, Live Love Posh, 1 p.m. Central. But when they're in my planner for myself, I write down my time zone. It would probably make a lot more sense if I just kept the time zone the same everywhere. But this is just what makes sense for me. Tomorrow night I have 2 Zoom calls. I don't remember what time they are, but I'm going to write them here because I'll be able to note them. And then I'm hopeful that tomorrow I can start reading The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I am almost finished. I have like 100 more pages of None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I'd really like to finish it today because my library will take it back tomorrow. So I really want to try to finish it today. I don't know if I'll be able to in time, but I did read for quite a bit this morning before I peeled myself out of bed to exercise. I don't quite know what the weekend looks like yet. Possible sleepover with my niece Friday, possible Super Bowl plans on Sunday, but overall unsure. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I am going to look at this list. Let's do a time check. That if my computer wants to wake up. It is 8:34. So honestly, I might actually read for the next 26 minutes before work starts. And then work on some of these like on my lunch break because then again, I'm going out after work. So I'm going to get to it and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Okay, so the lighting's a little strange. I know, sorry. That tells me though something I need to put on my list today, and that is curtains. I hung curtains in my office last week, except I need to like double layer them because they're sheer, and as you can tell, it's not great once the sun comes in. And it doesn't really matter in the morning, but it matters when I'm trying to film on my lunch break or it's a weekend and I have videos that I need to do. I'm kind of blocked off during those working hours. So I have to do that. I just keep forgetting to do it. Okay, yesterday I got everything on my list finished except for the Ipsy thing. I had a lot of tax stuff to do also that I didn't write down, and I just didn't have enough time because I left right after work. So I had a really fun night last night. I went to a trivia night. Write that, trivia night. And the place was called Horseshoe Tavern. Okay, so sometimes we cheat a little bit when doing our planners, right? This morning I did film a spread for Courtney. Whoops. We're just going to combine that all as one word as a custom spread. And then the other one I'm going to do after I finish this clip is Allie's spread for February. Usually I really try to get all the custom spreads done within the first week of the month, but things are just extra busy right now. So I should be finished. This was number 3 of the month. I have 6 to do. So I can get Allie's done today and then hopefully the remaining 2 over the weekend. Okay. Additional things today. I'm going to write final tax forms. Oh my goodness. The amount of tax forms that I have to prepare are absolutely crazy. Tonight is recycling, so I'm going to put that down here. Take out recycling. I have to work on this project that I'm working on. I promise once I can share more about it, I will. In the meantime, it's just taking over a lot of my life, but that's okay. And then I'm going to write down March prep because I have some friends who are starting to reach out about things happening in March, like stuff, birthdays, babies, all that kind of stuff. So I want to start to write those down in my planner and kind of prep for the month of March. My Zoom calls tonight are at 5:30 with Allie and 7 with Bobby. And then also today, I'm hoping that I'll be able to start reading The Teacher because I didn't get a chance to, but I finished None of This Is True yesterday. That's also probably why I didn't look into Epsi because that took some time. So hopefully we'll start reading that, reading more and scrolling less, but I'm going to hold off on putting it in because I don't know if it's going to happen. I hope so. Maybe we'll just put in the reading sticker just in case. Reading. And we'll put this here. Now, while I don't quite know what the rest of my weekend looks like, I do know some things that I have to do over the weekend. So I'm going to start to put them here for Saturday. I have an upcoming fun video with Temu that I need to film. And I also have a UGC content video that I need to film. UGC content, I messed that up. UGC stands for user generated content. Oh no, I didn't mess that up. Oh my goodness. It's stuff that I may never share. You may never see it on my channel, but it's stuff that I make for other companies and it's part of my job as a creator. So those 2 things will definitely need to get done this weekend. And I don't really know what else. I mean, we'll see what I get through today. Maybe I'll put Ipsy back over here tomorrow since I know I'm not going to have time for it today and I didn't finish it. Other than that, I think I'm on track. It's definitely been a challenging week, but only because it's been busy. Hopefully being able to dedicate some time this weekend to working will make next week a little bit lighter for me. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get Allie's video filmed. Oh, first I have to hang the curtains, then Allie's video filmed. I'll have some time before Zooms tonight so I can do some of this stuff. Project will probably be in between the Zooms and take out the recycling will probably be right before Bobby's Zoom so that I don't have to go outside when it's way too dark. But that's it. I will check in with you tomorrow. All right, it's bright and early Friday morning. I got some things done on my list yesterday, not everything. I didn't get where I wanted to with my project. I didn't end up taking out my recycling. I didn't have that much. So I was like, I'm tired. My first Zoom ended up needing to be rescheduled, but I had my second Zoom and then went into bed afterward because I was so sleepy. But I did get to start reading The Teacher, and it's really good if you are a Frida McFadden fan, but I'm only halfway through, so I can't necessarily recommend it yet. Maybe, I'm sure I'll finish it. Oh, maybe. I'm sure I'll finish it by the end of this video. This whole video, not this clip, obviously. Okay, so I did get confirmation last night that my niece is coming over tonight. I'm so excited to see her. I don't think I've actually seen her since December. January was just a busy month for everyone. And if you've been around on my channel for a while, you will know that I go to a ton of my niece and nephew's sports games. They both played in they're both in winter basketball, and my nephew is also in an indoor winter soccer thing. And I was able to go to one of his basketball games and one of his soccer tournaments, but I haven't been able to go to any of my nieces. And part of that was actually really intentional. So normally what I do during their sports seasons is there's apps on a phone that like have the games. And when I'm planning out my week, I usually look at the apps to see when their games are, where their games are, what I'd be able to go to. And I feel a bit like a bad aunt saying this, but I was really purposeful on not doing that in January because I had so many other things that I had to take care of, especially on weekends. So I didn't quite know when the events were because I didn't want to be like, I just want to go to the game and not do what I need to do. So I've kind of backed off. However, it's actually great timing because she's going to sleep over tonight. Tomorrow, she has a basketball game at 11. So I'll just bring her to the game and stay for the game, and then I will be able to go. And then I should be home by like 12:30 to get other things done on my list. So anyway, today we are writing down project because that is still going to be now a higher importance since I didn't get much done on it yesterday. I didn't get enough done that I feel like I can check it off of my list. I need to clean my desks. My desks are an absolute disaster right now. I have so many sticker books and spreads and everything everywhere because I was fitting so much in this week that I didn't make the time to clean up afterwards. I would like to film one video today. I'm just not sure what video it's going to be. I'll need to check my planner. I do work today from 8 to 4. So right now it's like 7:20. So my filming time will either happen right after this clip or on my lunch break because once I finish work, then I will drive up to pick up my niece who's about 30 minutes away, maybe longer because of the time of day that I will be getting her. And then I do need to take out my trash tonight. So in terms of a to-do list, not a huge to-do list. These are just releases. This is something that like if I can figure out. Project will take a bit. Cleaning desks shouldn't take long. I just have to do it. Filming, we'll see. So this is the type of to-do list on a Friday that's really manageable for me because I just have less time in my day because I work earlier and I have plans tonight. So not entirely sure how I'm going to map out tomorrow yet because I think I have plans tomorrow night. So I could write down like my niece's game over here. I could also bring in an extra box over here. But I think all was good. I'm going to take a big chug of coffee and probably either film something or clean my desks right now. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I will let you know in the next clip. Okay, it is Saturday. It's actually late morning. I've already done these two things on my to-do list because, well, a couple reasons. Number one, we're going to use some correction tape. I know I said earlier in this video, every time I write plans in my planner, they don't happen. So unfortunately, my niece was sick. So she did not sleep over, which opened up my morning a bit because otherwise I would have been taking her to her basketball game today and probably staying. So I wouldn't have gotten home until like 1. But so I decided I was kind of like before I set up the rest of my day, let me get through these two must-dos today. So last night I ended up being able to schedule a one-on-one Zoom with my patron Erica. So I'm just going to write that here. I also finished reading The Teacher. So we're going to write Zoom. Let's do with and then Erica. Every time, I swear, I write plans in my planner and they don't happen. Okay, now today, there's a couple more things that are absolute must-dos today. So working on my project is an absolute must-do. And then I have a couple of things I need to do for Patreon. If I'm home on a weekend, it tends to be a lot of Plan with Elise type work versus like home type chores. I usually will do a combination of each, but one of the things I need to do, or I want to do, but I'm going to call it a need, is print book covers for my reading journal. I'm just going to write print covers. I'm going to write NW prep, which just means for next week, things to do for Patreon, like schedule Zooms, get early access videos up, map out exclusive videos. There's a lot of work that goes into that goes into all of it. And then I don't really know what else. I'm kind of looking around my desk. I mean, my desk could be cleaned off. So I'm going to write that again because I did it yesterday. But after some videos this morning, we had a little bit of a mess again. And I don't really know. I feel like part of me is like, can't I put down 7 things? But when I look back at this week, it's been really busy. And again, I don't have that much time left in the day because I'm going to be leaving to go out. So, these each took about an hour. This is probably going to take 2 hours. This will take a few minutes. This will take maybe a half hour, and this should take like 15 minutes. So I'm going to be okay leaving one thing there. Oh, you know what? There it is. Bring in trash can. See, I always forget. I don't know if it seems silly to you that I write that down, but if I'm going out, I mean, I'll see it when I leave, but if I'm not going out, I will completely forget about it. So, oh well. Okay. Now over here, I think the plan tonight is to go out for Topgolf, like a golf simulator. So we're just gonna like do a little bit of lettering here. I feel like that's a little sloppy. Top golf. And then yesterday I put this sticker here when I was cleaning my desks because I came across my Planner Kate plant stickers. We'll call them Planter Kate stickers. And I need to water my plants tomorrow. Okay, I don't know what else the night is going to bring, so that's what I'm writing down just for now. And then we'll use this purple mild liner just to fill this in a little bit and add some color. And then things that I know I need to get done tomorrow are going to be a Patreon exclusive video. I want to film a video of my reading journal, so I'm going to write reading journal. I'm having a little bit of a challenge. So you'll see this video this week if I do it, but here's a little heads up, even though I'll probably explain this in the video also. But I typically would film my reading journal recap like right at the beginning of the month, and I didn't do that. And so as a result, my reading journal now has 3 or 4 February books in it. I don't remember the number. And so I think that instead of doing necessarily like a monthly recap video, it's just going to be, here are the books I've read lately. So I've actually read 20 now in 2024. So I'm actually thinking I might do like every 20. I don't really know, but that's sort of what I'm thinking. Like, oh, well, if I update my reading journal today and I film the video tomorrow, since I haven't read anything today and I don't plan on it, then the video would be the first 20 books I read. So I kind of like the idea of 25 better, but I'm not going to be able to read 5 books by the time I want that video to go live. So I don't know. Anyway, film exclusive reading journal. I don't know yet what I'm going to be doing for Super Bowl. I don't know if I'm going out. I don't know if I'm staying in. So I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's all that's going to be on my list. So, oh, you know what? I need to do my classic for the following week. So what week is that going to be? Let's see. I'm peeking under here. Why can't I figure this out? The 19th. Film classic 19. Tomorrow should definitely be a run dishwasher day. And I did laundry last Sunday because I put it away on Monday. So I don't really tend to do laundry every week. I just don't have that many clothes. So I'll leave these open, but we'll write here, water plants. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit of journaling here, but I want to see how maybe today goes and maybe tomorrow morning before I fill in this spot, but that's what I think it'll be used for. So I'm going to get going on these, then I'm going to go out and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Okay, you are never going to believe this, but guess what? Topgolf didn't happen. Probably because I wrote it in my planner. The wait was really, really long. So there was a change of plans. Oh my goodness, like 3 hour kind of wait. So I'm just going to write what restaurant I ended up going to. And also I ended up going, I don't want to spell this wrong, rollerblading, which is so funny. I have not done that since I was I don't know, in middle school maybe. And I had such a great time. So I think I'm a skate park, or let's call it rollerblading. It was just, I had a really, really fun night. So all I didn't get done on my list yesterday was next week's prep. The timing just got away from me, but I'm looking forward to a somewhat productive yet somewhat relaxing Sunday. So the other thing I want to do today is grocery shopping. I know we already kind of did some of my list. Oops. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do a grocery order or I'm going to go to the store. It's Super Bowl, so I feel like going to the store might be a little crazy, but and then we're going to do some meal prep. And then I'm also going to shift back to the rest of the week and see what I missed. Like next week prep, I don't need to do the project anymore because I finished that part of it yesterday. Ipsy obviously is done, even though I didn't get it done on Wednesday. I got it done on Friday. So we're going to write meal prep here. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just looking forward to like a quiet day at home. I had a couple of options of places to go, but I just decided it being Sunday, I don't care that much about either team. We're just gonna have a normal Sunday here. I did message I have 2 more Patreon one-on-one calls to do in February, so I did message those 2 patrons to see if they happen to be available today for a call, and if not, we'll just do it during the week. Okay, over here I'm going to write feeling. Positive about everything I was able to achieve this week. February is already looking, see if I can fit this, to be better than January was. Okay, let's look back at the week a little bit. I read 2 books. So I read, what was it? None of This Is True, even though I'm pointing here, but this is what I was reading. None of This Is True. And The Teacher. I had Zoom calls. I went out twice. I was able to get cleaning done. I was able to get what I needed to get done for this project I'm working on. I got through a lot of my tax stuff. I even did some house things that aren't in here. Like, well, I had Terminex come, but I also there have plumbers coming tomorrow to look at some leak that's happening in my basement. And I filmed a lot. My desks are clean. Hopefully I can keep them clean today. But I feel like, oh, and Atomic Habits. So I finished 3 books this week, which is great. So I feel like overall, I felt quite stressed this week, but I also feel really good, like I wrote here, about everything that I was able to achieve. So this is just like a little bit about how I use this planner. As you can see, it's a combination of what I'm reading, my plans, my Zoom calls, videos I need to film, things I need to do for home, tax stuff. It just kind of houses my life, and this is just a little bit of what my life looks like. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and spending time with me this week. I do want to do more of these videos, but I don't always have room in my channel, so there may be a couple a month. I also tend to do them more often as Patreon exclusive videos. So if you want to see my Patreon exclusive videos, you can join at the $14.99 tier and up. The exclusive video I'm going to film today is getting all of my planners prepped for next week. So I'm going to fill out my like journal and all of my planners. I mean, this one, like I have to take a photo of this before I can write in it, but I'll take a photo today and then start to kind of prep it for the week. So that is a wrap. Thanks again for hanging out with me. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do take a moment to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.